for the presidential election. The sector commander for Mr. Henry Benemesia announced this in a statement by FRSC spokesman in the state, Mrs. Agnes Ogungbemi in Oshogbo. Benemesia said the Corps had posted the officers to strategic locations across the state to promote road safety during the election. So we have that. Then we have some other political stories, and this is, let me go to Governor Seyi Makinde's advice to Nigerians not to kill themselves over politicians. He said, if the Oyo State governorship debate held at the International Conference Center Ibadan and organized by West Midland Communications, owners of Splash FM and some other radio stations, Governor Seyi Makinde said, we have turned farm settlements to farm estates, and even under the construction, it has 100% subscription and occupancy. However, I want to advise Nigerians that they should not kill themselves because of any politicians. So that is from Governor Seyi Makinde. So we have so many other political and election stories on Saturday Tribune. Okay, you can take off.
Yeah. Now, let me go through this.
Yes.
The arrest of Rep Member in Rivers. The police authorities announced the arrest of a member of the House of Representatives for being in possession of $498,100 suspected to be for vote buying in today's elections. A statement issued by the Rivers State Police Command said that investigations had commenced and the legislator will be arraigned in court shortly. Yeah. Okay, I have another one here from Kebbi. Kebbi PDP accuses police of harassment. The People's Democratic Party in Kebbi State has alleged complicity within the police and the APC government in the state to make life unbearable for its members through incessant harassment and detention. This allegation was levied against the police by top members of the party, led by Dr. Mohammed Bello Amiru, while addressing journalists on what the party described as unholy alliance between APC and the police to undermine the growing popularity of the PDP. Yeah. Then let me go through the lead story here. Yeah. Parties appoint money transfer agents for polling units, distribute bread, noodles to voters ahead of polls. Hit raw by the federal government's deliberate demonetization policy, politicians in the major political parties have developed novel schemes to include voters in today's presidential, to induce voters in today's presidential and national assembly elections. Politicians in a particular political party in the South are appointing people called trusted influenciers across polling units, around whom they are building cells of voters for the purpose of transferring money to them after the elections. Yeah, let me go to another story here. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This one has to do with the recent killing of Enugu LP senatorial candidate killing. Buhari condemns Enugu LP senatorial candidate killing, says people vote must count. President Muhammadu Buhari has strongly condemned the gruesome killing of Chief Oyibo Chukwu, the Labour Party senatorial candidate for Enugu East Senatorial District, and his personal age. A statement issued by Femi Adesina, special advisor to the president on media and publicity, said, the president expressed the belief that the perpetrators of the ignoble act in Akunono, Enugu South local government area of Enugu State, have no respect for human life and dignity, and therefore deserve the wrath of natural and divine justice. That's coming from President Buhari. Then, but let us have this story also. How 87,209,007 will decide fates of Atiku, Tinubu, Obi, Kwakwanso, 14 others. Today, in the 774 local government areas, 8,809 electoral wards, 8,809 electoral wards and 176,846 polling units across the length and breadth of Nigeria, citizens will cast their ballots to elect their next president and their representatives in the 10th National Assembly in the Senate and the House of Representatives. Presidential candidates of 18 political parties will be seeking the blessings of 87,209,007 registered voters across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, had in January at a meeting with leaders of the political parties put the total number of registered voters across the country at 93,469,008. But a fresh data made available to newsmen after a media briefing indicate that 87,209,007 Nigerians actually collected their permanent voter cards. A document containing the data also reveals 6,259,229 as the total number of uncollected PVCs. Yeah. Let me also have this one concerning the still on the election. Don't fiddle with beavers machines, NYC warns core members. Members of the National Youth Service Corps who will be participating in the general elections have been warned against fiddling with the bimodal voter accreditation system machines should the devices develop technical problems during the voting process. The coordinator of the NYC in Bauchi State, Mrs. Rifkatu Yakubu, gave this warning during a sensitization of the core members on their participation in the elections. Yakubu said the warning became necessary in order to avoid a situation where the voters are led to think that the core members are trying to manipulate the process. Yeah, that's a warning to the core members and others that would have will be handling the beavers machine. Then let's have general elections. Pantami inaugurate committee for cyberspace and ICT infrastructure protection. Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Ali Ibrahim Pantami, has inaugurated the committee led by the chairman of Nigerian Communication Commission, Professor Adeolu Akande, to advise the federal government on appropriate measures to take in protection of the nation's cyberspace and ICT infrastructure from potential attacks, especially during the general elections. Yes. That shows that all hands are on deck by relevant stakeholders to ensure the success of this election. Yeah, let's. There's another story here that has to do with the election. Focus on development of Nigeria through election. International Observer Group tell Nigerians. Yeah, the Democrat Union of Africa has charged Nigerians to keep their eyes on development of the country as they exercise their civic duties on today through the ballot. The observer said the whole world is looking up to Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, to become what is so telling and associated with the conduct of general elections. In a statement signed by the co-chairperson of GUA, H.A. Loza Ata Eyeman, it also urged the Independent National Electoral Commission to continue providing a level playing ground for all the political parties and their candidates. Yeah. Then another story is here that also has to do with the election. We have to take it. Successful election will strengthen Nigeria's democracy. That's coming from an NGO, Electoral Hub. Electoral Hub and Electoral Observers Group has said that a successful poll at the 2023 general elections will strengthen Nigeria's democracy and national unity. This is just as it passed a vote of confidence on the Independent National Electoral Commission based on its preparedness to conduct a hitch-free poll. Professor Adebayo Olukoshi, chairperson of the hall, while addressing journalists in Abuja, urged eligible voters to play their part by exercising their civic duty. Then let's also have this one. Election group condemns deployment of military troops. A socio-political organization, Social Rehabilitation Group, has condemned deployment of military troops to Nigerian cities by the federal government ahead of today's general elections, describing it as unnecessary overkill, sheer intimidation, and an anti-democratic move. In a statement by the SRG convener and national coordinator, Dr. Marin Doti Oludare, and signed by the National Publicity Secretary of the group, Kayode Fashua, the group frowned at the development, saying the action had only portrayed Nigeria before the international community as a society at war with itself. Well,
Yes.
so what else do we have? Let me.
Is it still on election, or we should go to some other stories?
I'm still looking for relevant stories on election.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some
And here, well, it seems we have done with the stories in the newspapers for today.
Yes.
Bumi.
Yes. Yes. We are still on election matters on Saturday morning trades, reaching you from the studios of Osbc television, Iliawiye Okebale Oshogbo. And we have our reporters out there. They've already set off. They are already at most of the polling units. And while we want to enjoin eligible voters to go out there to exercise their rights, their civic rights, and to elect our leaders for the next 4 years. As we are doing this, we've heard in the report that the Minister for Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Pantami, has already inaugurated ICT cyberspace protection infrastructure in order to monitor these elections and as your vote counts, just to make your vote count, so that there will be no disruption or any problem concerning our electoral process in the country. And concerning beavers machines, we also told you that INEC has cautioned ad hoc staff and NYSC core members that they must not touch the beavers machines if they are faulty, that they should just leave them as they just leave them for engineers to come and check whatever is wrong with the beavers machines. And these are the things that is going to make our elections and our votes count, and to make our elections more meaningful and acceptable to every member of the public. And we have
before we've
turned on let's dictate the telephone number that the public will be reaching us. If they have any news or anything.
Our reporters are already on the field, and we will be receiving calls. In order to update us on what is happening on the field. But before we get call from our reporters, considering the readiness, the preparations by the relevant stakeholders, especially the INEC, which has reiterated its commitment to the success of this election, and going by the preparations that the INEC has done, and the support received from the federal government and the security agencies, all relevant stakeholders, the level of preparation has actually
even from the public,
has actually indicated that today's election.
I've been seeing, even when I was coming this morning, when I was preparing to come to the office this morning, maybe around 5 o'clock, I've been seeing people taking their bath, going up and down, cooking, preparing for election. I was like, this Nigeria is getting, we are experiencing some changes in our electoral system, and it's quite encouraging for anybody. One woman was even telling me this morning that, I must vote today. You know, that kind of enthusiasm. So we are really encouraged. Everybody is encouraged to take part in this election.
And let's also look at the way the security agencies have been up and doing in the last few days, especially in our area. You know, the security agencies. The level of preparation, as we have seen by the security agencies, is an indication that our election today will be violence free. across the country. They have already assured us, the security agencies, especially the lead agency, the Nigerian Police Force.
Okay.
I mean, some remarks and statement credited to the IGP assuring Nigerians that, assuring the Nigerians that we are going to have a free, fair, credible, and successful election, and people's vote will count. Now, we are going to hand over now to the next to our colleagues.
Yes, to another team.
From us, we have
hello my people, as we don dey ready for this election, abeg we dey beg una.
No amount wey dem give una go fit solve any palava, and anything you collect no go fit make things better.
Na only thing wey go make things better na to vote wisely. No sell your future, no sell your right. This message na from Osbc.
etí yín mélòó gbogbo ọ̀dọ́ ìdìbò tún wọlé dé o ẹ mọ́ jáwọn olóṣèlú fi yín dá lúrú ẹ mọ́ ṣe jàǹdùkú fáwọn olóṣèlú àwọn tí ń fi ọ̀dọ́ dà lúrú ọmọ wọn dà láàrin yín ẹ rántí pé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ là ránṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru ẹ mọ́ jẹun bọ̀ láyín jẹ fún yín.
Voting in an election is your civic responsibility. Vote your choice. Vote your conscience. Do not sell your vote.
Hello my people, as we don dey ready for this election, abeg we dey beg una.
No amount wey dem give una go fit solve any palava, and anything you collect no go fit make things better.
Na only thing wey go make things better na to vote wisely. No sell your future, no sell your right. This message na from Osbc.
etí yín mélòó gbogbo ọ̀dọ́ ìdìbò tún wọlé dé o ẹ mọ́ jáwọn olóṣèlú fi yín dá lúrú ẹ mọ́ ṣe jàǹdùkú fáwọn olóṣèlú àwọn tí ń fi ọ̀dọ́ dà lúrú ọmọ wọn dà láàrin yín ẹ rántí pé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ là ránṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru ẹ mọ́ jẹun bọ̀ láyín jẹ fún yín.
Voting in an election is your civic responsibility. Vote your choice. Vote your conscience. Do not sell your vote.
Shall be taking calls from our reporters, various reporters that have been deployed for the purpose of this election. We shall be expecting calls from them any moment from now. But as we are saying, this election is a watershed in the life of Nigeria, and all hands must be on deck in order to ensure the success of the exercise.
Yes, as we all know that we are going to experience a new era, a new day, and a new dawn in Nigeria today as we all go out there to exercise our civic rights. Please, I would just want to OSBC management and everyone here wants to enjoin you to do it peacefully. Do it peacefully.